I'm LeQuasha Johnson, the president of Ladies in Film and Television, and I would love to invite you to our award show, the Texas Indie Filmmakers Award. It is March 30th at the Sheraton Hotel in Arlington. We have a Western theme this year. Yes, we do. And we want you to put on your hats, your cowboy boots, your bolos, your nice dresses, and come out and celebrate with us Western style. Our legend of the year is Miss Irma P. Hall. She is the mother of Texas, the big mama to the world. Our hosts will be Yarbo and Peoples again this year. The chemistry that they have is absolutely amazing. And the talent that we'll be performing, you don't want to miss it. We work hard here in Texas. So we want to see you there. So come and book a room at the Sheraton and let's celebrate all night long. Hey, did I mention the Friday night mixer? It's going to be at Jay Gilligan's. And last year we had a great time there. We danced, we partied, and we networked, and we met people from all over Texas. So you don't want to miss this. You really want to be a part of this. I know you do. So come on out and see what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the show tonight. I am Jeanette Greenwood. I am your host for tonight, Ladies in Film and Television, and we are super excited to have everybody on. Come on in the room. Go ahead and share this video, share this live. I don't know if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook. I don't know which page you're on, but wherever you are, welcome. And go ahead and hit that share, hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Try to get some people in the room. So tonight we're super excited, guys, because we do have some amazing guests that are going to be joining us tonight. There are actually more than guests. They are nominees for the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards. And we're really excited to be able to sit down with them and chat with them. Hi, Evelyn. Yay. You get the first one in the room prize, Evelyn. Hey, thank you so much. We're actually getting ready to talk tonight. I have several beautiful young ladies that are going to be joining us that are in this industry. And we're just super excited to be able to sit down and just go through some things with them and talk about the awards, talk about what they have going on, the projects that they're working on. And we just want to have a great time. So come on in and let us see who you are. And hi, LeQuasha. Yay. Hey, LeQuasha Johnson. That's our president of Ladies in Film and Television, and she's always going to be around to support. And while we're waiting on our first guest, she actually was in, but she's experiencing a little technical difficulties. And y'all know how that is when you're running anything virtual, you're going to experience some problems, but we're not going to let those problems detour us from what we're doing. Okay. So we do have our first guest that will be jumping back in just a moment so that we can just go ahead and dive right on in. Cause I got my questions. I'm ready. So welcome everybody. Go ahead and hit that share button. And while we're waiting on, and I hope I'm not going to mess this young lady name up. Y'all know I'm country. And I'm proud of it. Hey, let me tell you, Beyonce is making country look really good right now. Okay. She making it look really, really good. So we should all be proud of being country, especially us coming from Texas. Okay. But I have a young lady that's going to be joining me tonight, and she's an actress as well as she's done some directing, and she has a very, very impressive resume here. So I'm going to actually share it with you as we get ready to bring her on. I see that she is backstage, so she's here, y'all. So let me just tell y'all, she's an actress, a director, and let me tell y'all, she is from San Antonio, Texas. That's where I'm about to head that way in a little bit. That's where my husband is from. So I was excited when I read her bio. I was like, oh, she's from San Antonio. Okay. And she actually, y'all, let me tell you what I like. And I'm really going to ask her this question tonight. She was a record-setting track star that has jumped over into film. So we want to talk about this track career at the University of Houston. And so we got a lot to talk about. So it looks like we got her in. So I'm not going to go through this full resume because I want to make sure that we got enough time to cover her. So without further ado, y'all know the rules. Y'all know how this works. You got to give us some hearts, okay? Y'all got to show her some love. And by giving hearts or giving whatever you want to give, because we can only see that. We can't hear the claps, the applause. So that's how we get our applause. So without further ado, I'm going to attempt this name, but I promise I'm going to have her correct me when she get on here if I don't say it right. But I love trying to pronounce people's names. So my attempt is Nadirah Shakir. And if it's wrong, we'll find out. Come on to the stage.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Oh, I love the headgear. How are you?
Oh, thank you. It is the first day of Ramadan, so we are gearing up here at my household. Thank you very much. And
yeah, so pronounce that first name for me.
You were very close, Nadirah. You're very
Nadirah.
Yes,
okay.
You're very
close. Well, welcome to Live TV, and thank you so much for accepting our invitation to be a guest on the show. Yes, for being a guest on the show tonight. You're definitely we're ready to see you on the red carpet, and congratulations on your nomination and all the good stuff. So let's jump into this interview.
Before we start, is this link that's on my www, if I share that to my Facebook, can people click on that to view this, or how?
It's the YouTube link.
Can you drop it in the chat so I can post it on my
Facebook? Okay, hold on. Let y'all hold on now. We want to get the people in the room. So y'all, let me get this link for her.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was the last link, I think, on the email, because we didn't want you to give out that first link because you would hear everybody. Somebody accidentally.
In the backstage.
Yeah, they was all backstage. I'm
like, I found it. It says that the video is unavailable.
Okay, I got it right here. So let me find the live, because we're live. Okay. So if you hear some talking in the background, it's us. So let me copy it and get out of here. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me get back to where we are. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to put it. Actually, we have a private chat. And when I find it, okay. And see if you can grab it from that private chat. It should have popped up.
Yes, let me go ahead and put this on my Facebook right now. So I
go ahead.
People over.
We want them to show up because we finna show out. So y'all come on and show up. LeQuasha, you sent me a message. I see it, but I can't listen to it because I'm live. But I got my girl on here. If that's what you was texting me about, we good. She read it.
Yeah, for some reason when I logged onto my computer, I pushed my screen back and it disconnected, and I was like,
I saw you backstage. I'm like, oh, where did she go?
My computer was computering.
That's okay. But again, I'm excited to have you. Now, I want to talk because I read your bio. Mm-hmm. And so I got questions. I know we don't have a lot of time, but we're going to try to do as many as we can get.
Okay.
These questions. Now, can you tell us about your transition from a record-setting track career at the University of Houston to pursuing acting and directing? How has the journey influenced your work in the film industry?
Well, I've actually been acting since I was 2, and
Oh,
once I got, stage monologues and stuff like that at 2. But when I turned 13, 14, you kind of got to pick one when it comes to sports.
hmm.
And it's either dress rehearsal or track practice. And when they pay the bills, you go to track practice. So
Right.
when I was in college, I really wanted to major in theater. I wasn't able to because of the other gift that God gave me. And so I took the scholarship and studied broadcast journalism because it was the closest thing to film, I thought. And it was not what I thought. And so I learned to write for TV and script. And as soon as I graduated, I hit the ground back running. Took a trip to Atlanta over the summer. Took lots of workshops. Did lots of extra work. And I've been an athlete at heart. But to answer the question, the transition, and I think they kind of go hand in hand. You have to have a really really huge work ethic in in sports, and so I think that work ethic has helped me excel where I'm at here in my the point in my career right now, which is only going to continue to go higher and higher, God willing.
I know that's right. And I know because I have I have 5 grandchildren that ran track too. One is in college now. She has a track scholarship at an Abilene.
Okay.
And yeah, and so the other one, I think she was at think Texas Tech.
Okay.
And so yeah, but one she graduated already, but
Yeah.
then I have one that's still there. This is her last year. She's on a track scholarship, and I got 3 more that are in high school that are in track. So when
Tell
you
me
talk
it.
about the discipline, they discipline me too because I
Yeah.
got to do all this running. But I see, I mean, it's a lot of work getting them to track practices. They practice
Mhm.
in the morning, they practice in the evening, and then of course going to all these games. And then I'm thinking track, you just get out there and run. I didn't know that there was a certain way you have to run.
It's
You
a
have
lot
to,
of things,
it's a
technique,
lot
and
of
if you're
stuff.
doing a field event, it's a lot. And these kids, it's been about 20 years since I didn't ran track. They not running in the same heat I was running in. So kudos to them because it is hot.
So, so when you say not running in the same heat, my
There's no
husband
way.
just said something similar to that. Is
There's
it
no way.
longer?
Hot. It's way hotter, more hot than it was when I was running
Oh, you
track.
talking about the outside
Yes,
heat.
actually, this is not the same heats that
Oh, okay.
kudos to them for doing this in this heat. Like, whoa,
Yes.
yeah,
And our heat is different. This
yeah.
new heat is different.
This is
I agree with you on that. Now, let me ask you this. You had a role. You played Detective Samuels on BMF, the Tanisha Welch
different.
story. Now,
Mhm.
you received acclaim. Could you share with us challenges and rewards of portraying this character and how it has shaped your approach to future roles?
There weren't any. I didn't have any challenges. I had a very pleasant time on set. I was actually pregnant, and I kept as much of a secret as I could. Except when I turned the corner, Vivica Fox was like, "You pregnant?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna fire me. They're gonna tell me to go home." Da, 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 da. And she was like, "Don't worry about it. You can't even tell. You're great. You're great." And she made me feel so comfortable. It was an amazing experience. It's definitely my happy place being on set. Everyone loved doing their job. The culture was phenomenal. They took care of me. I had to fly out to DC to do the role, and I met some amazing humans while I was there. I didn't have any challenges. It was amazing. I love what I do, and I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I think it was a phenomenal experience. I didn't have any challenges. It was great.
That, you know what, that is really good to hear because we often hear about certain challenges, but it's really good for someone to say, you know what, I didn't have any problems. Everything was good when I got there. I mean, and what's really funny that you said that Vivica Fox, she peeped game that you was
She was the
pregnant.
only person. No one else said anything, and if they did, they didn't say it. Like no one said it. No one said anything.
Oh wow,
Mhm.
wow. Vivica will be the one looking. Yeah, but see, you know, us old school women, we could tell because
Yeah,
every time one of my girls got pregnant, I was the first one to tell them, and
yeah,
they wanted to cry. No, you're pregnant. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey,
I tried to wear big clothes and everything. They had me in this big jacket, and I was like, please let them put me in a jacket. They put me in a jacket. As soon as I was walking over to Crafty to run lines with one of the actors on set, and she was like, "You pregnant?" And I said, yeah, but I haven't told anybody. She was like, "No, it's okay, it's okay." I was like, "Whew, okay, cool."
well, we're glad that you didn't get fired and that they
Yes.
let you make it through.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you again. Ask you this. As both an actress and you've actually done some directing, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
So it shows that you was involved in various projects, including the award-winning series Washed,
Mm-hmm.
in which I really like that series. Now, how do you balance these dual roles, and what do you find most fulfilling about working behind and in front of the camera?
For me, the most fulfilling part is the learn, is the education behind it all. I Being on Washed was definitely one of the most beautiful, challenging, hardest, most craziest, wonderful, ghettoest thing I've ever done in my life. And I say that it, as a joke, but I say that with honor because of how much I learned on that set. To be an AD is no joke. Like, and to be lead on a show is no joke. And I learned so much. All of us had 9 to 5s. All of us were working on the weekends, and literally, I'm leaving set at 6 in the morning. Go to school. I teach 7th grade math. Well, at the time, I did. And I'm contacting the director. All right, what are our locations this next week? And I've got to get call sheets out, and learning how to navigate and learning how to deal with different personalities and put it together to make this wonderful thing. It was beautiful. It was hard. It
Mm-hmm.
was masterful. It was a lot of things. And so I think the biggest takeaway is how much I learned with that. And if it were the only thing I were doing, I'd do it again. Where I'm at right now in my life, you couldn't pay me to be an AD and a lead in a role at the same time. Like, it's a beast. It's a beast.
I don't see how in
Yeah.
the world you did that.
I don't I wonder if I still have my script. I could show you my script. It's somewhere around here. It's marked to the T. I have all of the outlines for all of our locations, all of the paperwork, and then my lines on the other side. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a big undertaking. But I appreciate it because it made me stronger. It made me respect the craft even more. It was just
Right.
it was great. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us about this nomination that you have for the movie Heavier.
Yay, heavier.
Yay, Heavier. So we're going to talk about Heavier.
Yeah.
So how did you have to audition for this role? Tell us about how you landed the role, and then how was that for you?
Well, this is a sequel, so I reprised my role in the sequel. The first one was Heavy,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
so with Heavier, I just continued on with my role. In my role, I feel like my role is deeper. If y'all haven't seen it, please go to check it out. But and hence the word heavier. My role, it gets a little bit deeper into whom my character is, I think, and you see why I ended up how I was in the first one. I'm For those that don't know, I'm a recovering addict in the second one. So this is my slate is clean. I've been clean for however many months now, and um, you see a little bit more of me and my sister's dynamic throughout the whole movie. So that was my undertaking for that. And I mean, I love the Heavier family, like Tika, Ladavia, C. Renee, Krish, Tierra, LeQuasha, like all of them, that they're family. Like, I love being on set with them. They're amazing humans for sure.
So the role, in Heavy, there was a change in you in the second. Are they planning on coming out with a third?
Well, to my surprise, at the Heavier premiere, we were told that there was going to be a third Heavy. I think she's Tierra named the Heaviest. I don't know if she's still on
Okay.
it, but all of us were sitting around like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this.
I
Yeah,
like that. Heavy, heavier, heaviest.
yeah. So, and I think where she ended in Heavier gives it a really, really good clean slate where she could pretty much go anywhere she wants with this movie. The next one, if she decides to continue on with it. Yeah.
So the movie right now, for those that are watching, where can they find this movie?
It's on Tubi right now. I believe that's if there is any other platforms, I'm not sure, but for sure Tubi. It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, you heard that. Go
Mhm.
check out this film, which has been nominated for awards
Yeah.
in the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards. So definitely go and check out Heavier on Tubi and check out this young lady in her role. And then y'all gonna be like, I know her. I know her. Yes, yes. Now, your dedication to honing your craft is evident through your work, which I've read your bio, like I said, through esteemed coaches like Glenn Morshower and Jamal McNeil, which he was actually one of our judges as well.
Yes, he was.
So how have these mentors influenced your growth as an artist, and what lessons have you learned that you apply to your acting and directing endeavors?
How much time do you have, right? The people that I have studied under, these two people that are on my bio, but a plethora of others have given me so much. And I think in simple and short, the work works. If you put in the work, it's gonna work. And continuing to sharpen your tools in your toolbox. The greats still have their own acting coaches.
That's right.
I'm just at the very bottom of where I'm wanting to go. I'm at that next. I might be at the next floor, but I'm at the bottom of that next floor. And so I'm going to continue to study. I'm going to continue to climb. I'm tackling. I do have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. So right now I'm kind of on a more behind the scenes action of life right now. But when I'm ready to return, I'm actually going to be starting to try to get into some stunt work and things like that. So I'm trying to make sure I'm always prevalent. I'm always learning. I'm always adding to what I can to this lovely craft that I fell in love with so many years ago. And like I said, the work works.
Wow. And so with Jamal, and I know that he he has a lot of classes out there. I know a lot of people personally that have trained with him. So, and I heard you say something about actors needed to keep a coach. And that's so true. A lot of people, especially that are new in this industry, do not understand the need to have these people in, like you say, in your toolboxes, because you never know what you're going to land in your lap, where you're going to need some help to get that character, to develop that character, to get that help that you need to be successful. So what would you tell an aspiring actor or someone that's new out in the industry that may not know the needs of keeping these people near you? What advice would you give them?
Take a class or 2 or 3 or 7 or 12. Like, get in class, because it's more than just I'm in classes, right? That's where you find your tribe. That's where you find people that are trying to do what you're doing on the level that you're doing it. So the classes, yes, but also the networking, also the technical aspect of things, because in the world of self-tapes that we're in now, not too many people are doing in-person auditions. So there's a technique to auditioning on tape. Like, being on set is different than being in different from putting yourself on tape. So learning those techniques and the different types of cameras and angles. And I would also suggest, if you do know someone that is doing some casting in person, ask to be a part of that. See what it is that actors are doing when they're coming in. You notice that there's the same actor. I mean, not the same actors. Actors are doing the same things, and the things that we worry about as actors, people on the casting side could care less. And you just kind of learn more when you do more in the space of, that's why I started to AD. That's why I started to script supervise. That's why I started to set design. That's why I started doing things behind the scenes, just so I can understand the longevity of
Yeah.
acting in totality. So yeah, I
That's
would just
very good. That part, what you just said, is very good. And I think that everyone, if you get the opportunity to be able to explore all all areas of this industry, that really helps out, because
yeah,
to be able to sit on the casting side, and it's something I tell my students, that I train, a lot of times you don't get the job, don't take it personal. Don't think it's that you're bad or that you just, it could be a certain look, a certain height, a certain ethnicity.
yep,
It necessarily doesn't have to be that you just bombed that audition. There are so many reasons with casting that you may not get picked.
right. It's all about controlling your controllables.
There
Were
you
you
go.
off book? Did you give the essence of the character? Were you grounded in what the work that you presented? Other than that, you can't help that you look like the director's ex-wife and he don't want to fool with you, or that you look too much like the lead, or that you're too short, or that you're too bright, or that it's just you look too young. It's like you said, it's a number of things that you have no control over. So it's important to control your controllables, and everything else, there's nothing else you can really do about it.
Exactly. Nothing else you could do about it. You're so
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Um, so are you? I have to ask: Are you attending the award show this year?
So right now I am a pending maybe, only because again I have a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old, and just I would like to make a date night out of it with my husband. And so
Oh,
finding, normally if I go out he keeps the girls, but I want both of us to go. So finding a sitter is what is going on right now. So
okay. Well, we're gonna be praying that you get a sitters, because we
yeah,
definitely want to see you in that room. Is
yeah.
there any? Tell us how we can follow you on your social media platforms, or if it's anything else that I did not ask that you want to say before we close out. The floor is yours.
I just want to say, everybody that's doing this, keep going. I mean, it's discouraging sometimes, all the no's we get. Just keep going. It keep going and celebrate what they would say the small things, right? Whether or not you book something, getting the audition is something to celebrate. You know, they get 500 submissions. They're only going to they're only going to pick 35 people, and then out of that they're only going to bring it down to 8, and then at the very very end it's down to 2, and sometimes it's just not you, but keep going. That's all I can really say. It's difficult, I know. Just keep going.
I love I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And how can we follow you on social media?
Well, right now, if you're on Facebook, my name that's typed across my screen right now is how you can find me on Facebook. But on all other socials, TikTok and Instagram, I am Nadirah Official. And yeah, that's it. Nadirah Official.
And it's all together.
Yes, ma'am.
Nadirah official.
Nadirah Official. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see. All other. I'm gonna put it in here. Platforms, because then they can come back and they can find it. I like to post it and let me know if that's correct. I'm gonna tag it when I find it. Okay, is
Oh,
that right?
on here. I didn't even see all these. Hey, everybody. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Andy. Hey, Tay. Hey, Evelyn. Oh, hi, everybody.
So do we have that right up there? Is
Yes.
that that's it? So everybody, that's how you can contact her on IG and all other social media platforms. We definitely appreciate you so much for joining us tonight. We wish you the best of luck on your nomination, and continue to do what you do. So I can't wait to see you back out there and kiss those babies for me.
Thank you for having me. Will do. About to go have dinner now. So
All
thank you.
right, you're welcome. Have a good one.
All right. Bye. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Well, thank y'all so much again for joining. That was a beautiful interview with the lovely young lady, Nadirah. And we got our next guest backstage, I see, that I'm going to be bringing on. And I'm super excited for this young lady as well. She's coming, y'all. Let me tell you, she's trying to show out. She ain't coming with just one nomination. She's coming with 2 nominations. So we're not going to prolong the time, but as you can see, we have backstage LeQuasha Harden, and y'all give it up, give us some hearts, some claps from two stage plays, Social Delusion and Beautiful Gift, Ugly Truth. Everybody welcome LeQuasha to the stage.
Hey everybody. Hey Miss.
Hi, beautiful.
How are you?
How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for
Wonderful,
asking.
wonderful, wonderful. We're so glad to have you on tonight, and congratulations on your nominations as well. And look like you got a fan club already out here. I see you getting yelled at. Hi, Evelyn and Miss Kitty. We're really excited about having you on the show tonight. So let's just jump on into these questions because that 30 minutes go by fast. Let me tell you. So can you share with us a bit about your journey in the entertainment industry and how your training at the KD Conservatory School of Film and Dramatic Arts has shaped your career as an actress?
Wow. Okay. So about that, I've only been doing acting professionally for 3 years. I actually started out in theater though, in high school, did plays and stuff in elementary. I decided to pursue it professionally, and I did attend KD. Although I didn't complete the course, it did give me some groundwork and gave me the ability to learn how to actually create a character in order to be able to successfully portray it into film and into theater.
Wow. So you've been out here 3 years, girl. You act like you've been out here 15, 20 years.
Now,
3 years?
Ma'am.
Wow. Wow. And you are an award nominated actress in 3 years.
God be the glory.
I know that's right. Wow. So tell us about, you played a role in a new movie that's out, Dishonorable. You played Joy. No. You played Shy. Is it Shyla?
Yes, in Dishonorable.
Okay. And then you played Joyce in Thick of the Berry, Sweeter the Juice.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you prepare? Because you played the other two roles. What was the role in Social Delusion and in Beautiful Gift? Do you remember the characters?
Yeah, in Beautiful Gift, Ugly Truth, I played the role of Kendra, which was a young lady. Kendra had a lot going on as far as in her personal life, not being stable, bouncing around. She just had a lot of in-depth issues, and it made her come off as very rude, ugly towards her mom, towards her daughter. But it's because she was dealing with something internally, not even feeling secure within herself and the decisions that she made. So she came off as being very abrasive. And in the story, you would see exactly what that is that she had to deal with, and it tainted her faith in God as well. But you're going to see that it all comes back full circle to her towards the end. And Social Delusion, I played the role. I can't even remember her name right now, honestly. But she was a young lady who was tainted by the world of social media. She had to do everything for social media, to look good, but internally and not on the outside looking in, people don't see that she was really just fronting and trying to keep up with the Joneses. Happy within her personal life.
Wow.
So play, people you would know, about that character as well.
Wow. And that's so realistic because that's what's happening in today's time. I mean, that's this social media have people doing the most and trying to be the most, and really they are living a whole nother life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Social Delusion. Okay, I like that. That title fits what you're talking about. It fits that's a perfect title for that stage play. So with all of these roles that we just mentioned, what inspires you in your character process, character development process? How do you develop these characters?
Well, All the characters that I portray, I create a backstory for each one of them. And what I do is I figure out, where is this person? Where is she from? What is her upbringing like?
We're here. I think you're I think it muted though. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let me see. Okay. Try to I don't know what happened. Try to log back on. You got a good view. I like that camera view. Try to log out and come back in. So y'all, we're gonna let her log out and log back in. Hey, Kitty. Actress. Yeah, I know she's singing. We actually gonna talk about that too, Kitty, to jump the gun, but we're gonna talk about that as well. So yes, she's an actress and a singer. So yeah, that's the end of the questions that's going to be coming about this singing stuff. She's back, y'all. Let me get her back. All right. We got volume. Yay!
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking about your character development.
So yes, I create a backstory for every character that I portray. And I always try to figure out who is this person? Where are they from? What were their upbringings? What do they look like? What do they walk like? How do they sound? So that helps me to be able to portray the character. Also, a lot of the roles that I have played, honestly, I empathize and I can, relate to most of them in a lot of ways, whether it's something that I've personally experienced myself or something that I've witnessed in my upbringing or just people around me. So I use that and I pull from those different sources to be able to portray those characters.
Wow. Now you played a lot of different characters. Do you have a favorite, and why? Uh-oh, we went out again. Okay, hold on, y'all. Boy, I tell you, we ain't gonna even call his name. It's busy. Yes, she's gonna try to log back in, y'all, because she got good sound. Are y'all able to hear her very well out there? Because I know I can. So when she comes in, are y'all able to hear her clear? If y'all, somebody can text and let me know in the chat. Okay, all right. She's back. All right, baby. Yeah.
I live in the boonies, so keep getting cut out of here.
Yeah, I mean your volume is very clear, so I don't know. It's just probably your internet connection. It does that sometimes. At least you're not. Mine's had me freezing one day. I'll just never look. We never know what we're gonna get, but we're gonna make it work. Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna. So, who was one of your favorite characters?
It's hard for me to say, honestly. But I think honestly,
that challenged you the most. Let's put that question in there. That challenged you
most, I could honestly say, was Joyce from Thick of the Berry.
Joyce, what was the challenges in that one?
Well, I wasn't really confident when in receiving and accepting that role, honestly, because of my age and because of who Joyce was. Joyce was older. She was an older woman. So I was kind of like torn between like, how am I going to pull this off? And Sophia Knowlton, the actress, she played my daughter in the film. So I was kind of, gung shy about how I was going to portray that role and how it was going to look, but it actually came out really dope. And a lot of the characteristics that I did, even as far as the clothing, I used that and I took that from my grandmother. Rest in peace. I took all of that from her. So if you was to see Thick of the Berry, you would see like, oh my God, her mannerisms are just like somebody's grandmother. Or
I saw it.
So but it was challenging for me just because I wasn't really confident when I initially received it.
Wow. Well, I did see that movie, and you did a phenomenal job in that role. I was really, when I saw you, I was like, but you did a phenomenal job in pulling that off and playing that role.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you did. So let me ask you this: your talent has been recognized in both stage plays, screen productions. Could you tell us about? Actually, you just answered that, because I was going to ask you the meaningful. So that was, you just answered that. So let's scratch that. Let's move on. Being nominated for the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards 2024 is a significant achievement. How does it feel to be recognized for your work? And what does this nomination mean to you as an actress and performer? Because we're going to talk about performing in a minute, the performing part.
Yes, ma'am. Honestly, I feel so honored and blessed to be able to be recognized amongst so many great individuals here in Texas that I'm sure they have been in the game way longer than me. Um, I honestly feel like this is just God telling me to keep doing what you're doing. I feel like he's telling me that I'm finally, you're finally in your lane, and embrace it. Keep working. It's a very rewarding experience to be able to say that I am nominated, whether I win or not. It's just, just to be able to say, to know that someone sees my work and they appreciate it. And, it inspires me to keep going.
Wow. And it's definitely, you should be honored, because I've seen you live. I actually attended Evelyn's last play, and I didn't know you were in that play. And when you came out on stage, I was like, well, there she is again. And again, you did an amazing job in that production as well. But I also understand that you do a little bit more than acting, that you sing.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're excited because I found out, because Nicole is actually the producer over the music segment for the show. And I was informed that you will be performing this year at the Texas Indie Filmmaker Award. And I was also informed that the connection with your producer was made from last year's show.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, look, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can go and talk to us about that, because that is what I wanted. When Nicole shared that news with me, you don't know how excited I got, and especially to know that you connected with your producer from our event. And this is what I want people in Texas, not just Dallas, Fort Worth. Our goal for Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards is to bring Texas together, because we are going to be that next hub where the films are coming in and the money is going to be made. You know what I'm saying? We got some dynamic talent in Texas. Yes, I'm looking at all the films that are out here on Tubi that are hitting. DeMarcus Bailey didn't hit over 10 million on his film. You know what I'm saying? And Kendra King and a lot of the other ones are in the millions. So we got talent here. So to hear that you used your opportunity of coming to the show and network, and now you stepped into a whole nother arena with your talent. Tell us about it, because I can keep going because I'm so excited. But tell us about you performing, your connection, and what are you doing with this music?
All right. So yes, I did connect with a Grammy Award nominated producer, Antone Amalbert. He actually produced Jade Massentoff, and she did an amazing performance. Her video was so dope, and I was like, wow, I wonder who did her stuff. Well, I was introduced to him at the end of the show. We conversed. I let him know that I was a vocalist as well. So we've been working on this single for a little bit, and I finally finished it. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited about performing it. This is going to be my first performance as an independent solo artist.
Okay.
My own song. as I'm working on an EP as well. But yes, I'm excited to let the people hear what I've been working on.
Wow, wow. So wait a minute now. I really feel honored as well. You say you feel honored. I feel honored as well to know that this single that will be performed the first time ever is going to be on our show.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. First time. The world gonna
Wow.
hear.
Wow. That's amazing. And Anton is amazing. I mean, he's straight to the point too, but he's amazing. Definitely a coach that you want, a producer that you want. So you saying that you're working on an EP, so we're gonna get more than just that one little single that you got. I mean, let me start. Forgive me now. Don't count that little, that big single you got coming out.
Most definitely. I was told, and someone told me before, and I grew up in the church singing and stuff like that, but I always shunned away from using my voice. So someone told me, utilize all your gifts, because if you don't, take them away from you. And that stuck with me, and day forward, I was like, hey, why not? Just go for it. And I can't even believe that's me on that track. Like, I cannot. And I'm just excited for people to be able to hear it. I'm excited.
So when is it officially going to be released?
So I'm debating with the release because the song is complete. I'm thinking I may release it the day of the show, just because I don't know, people might be trying to figure out how can I get that song, So I want to be able to point them in the right direction.
Well, let me just say this. For those of you that don't have your tickets, see, girl, thank you. We need this promo. We need this press. Okay. We need this press. So y'all already heard the debut of her single will be debuted at the Texas Indie Filmmaker Award, and then it will drop after that. Yes, so, but if you want to be able to witness this live, y'all might want to ride on over there to ladiesinfilm.org and grab those tickets. Right?
We had somebody in the comments saying, who told you that? And for the record, it was Nicole Allen who told me to utilize.
Wow. But that is, you know what? That is so true. And that makes you a triple threat. And, because being able to sing, act, dance, all these things, those are things that you, and look, I'm going into my acting coaching mode, but I'm just going to tell you, those are the things that I tell my students the same thing. You want to utilize every talent that you have. If you juggle, you want to utilize everything, because you never know who and what they're going to need for their productions. So to know that you sing, and then to be able to get out here and push your music and get out here and do your music. You have a beautiful voice. I've heard you sing before. I'm just so impressed, and I'm excited to be able to just witness this groundbreaking opportunity that she just gonna kill us with. So we got some good acts coming on this show this year. Yes. So
be amongst all of you all. It's truly an honor. I want to say hello to everyone in the comments. I see some of them going by and moving kind of fast, but thank y'all for watching.
Look, Miss Evelyn, she done already put a whole promo ad. She said Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards making history with the release of LeQuasha Harden new single. I can't wait to announce this in our rehab group chat. I know that's right. Go ahead and post it, Evelyn.
Yes, ma'am.
Get it out there.
I love you so much.
And Kitty say it's movie ready.
Oh yeah, we got more stuff coming up in a minute. I can't talk about it right now, but it's definitely about to do some big things. So
wow, I am super excited about everything that you have going on. Like you say, it's truly a blessing to be able to walk into your craft and do the things that you want. I know for me, I writing has something oh my God, since I learned how to write, I probably was scribbling on paper and it wasn't nothing, but I was saying I was writing, and it's just a blessing to be able to step back into your arena and to things that you want to do. So I give you kudos. You're a lot younger than I assume you're a lot younger than I was when I decided to come back into the industry. And I just applaud anyone. What would you tell somebody that may be out here contemplating, that's watching right now and saying that I want to sing, or I want to act, or I want to, do whatever? What advice would you give them that might just be sitting around looking and not walking into their purpose?
Well, first, just know that if you never start, you won't even know what the things you can accomplish. So it isn't that you're never too old, because as long as you have breath in your body and you have another day to wake up, you still have purpose. So
Amen.
can still go for it. I want to say, even with jumping into it, getting a lot of no's, don't feel overwhelmed. Don't never feel like you're good enough. You're not good enough, because it's always going to be someone that's going to take that chance on you, and you take that one opportunity and you kill it. Like Eminem say, you only get one shot.
That's right.
One shot. So when you get that one shot, you do what God put in for you to do.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So what have been some of your challenges in the industry? Have you had any challenges in this industry?
Oh yes, absolutely. Like I say, sometimes getting overwhelmed, being discouraged, because I've gotten a lot of no's, more than yeses, but and even just, if the yeses that I did get, I humbly appreciated those opportunities. But it was discouraging at first, because I felt like I was coming into an industry where people were already established and I'm the new girl on the block, so it's like I had to work harder to be seen and respected and valued as a talented individual, just like the rest of the people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's the thing, is when you are the new kid on the block, you just got to come out here doing you and not worried about nobody else. I remember when I got out here as a writer, a playwright, because I started in the church, and I decided I wanted to go outside the church and try to produce me a production out here for the public, for the community. And let me tell you, was I scared? Yes. And my first show I did in Arlington at the Bob Duncan Center, I rented out that little old facility that holds 500 people. And I almost sold out the whole, we had sold less than 100 pre-sale tickets, less. And almost 300 and some people showed up. I don't know where they came from. At the door.
See?
At the door. And so when I tell you, I was so scared, didn't know what the heck I was doing.
Yes.
But God showed me that day that, Jeanette, you're where you need to be.
Absolutely.
And so those are the things that we have to do, is literally step out on faith, stay in your line, mind your own business, and do you, because adversities are going to come and things are going to be said, things will be happening. But at the end of the day, as long as you know what you stand for and what you're coming here to do, you will enjoy every minute of it. And I can honestly say that my role, I have enjoyed every minute of it. And I want to tell you the same. You continue to do what you do, young lady. Continue to be a blessing, because when y'all get out there, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about you actors. When y'all get out there and portray these roles, and me as a writer, when I write a script, I see it in my head, but I don't know the life of that character until LeQuasha get out there and bring her to life.
Yes.
So y'all give us life. I'm just telling you, from a writer, y'all give us life. So continue to do what you do. Continue to work, because you didn't get these 2 nominations because you knew somebody. Right. It was scored. Yeah. So you should be proud, because scores prove things. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So you definitely should be proud of what you do. And I say that not just to you, to anybody out here that's listening. Continue to walk in your purpose, because this is not an easy task. It's not easy at all. Putting on this show ain't easy.
Yeah.
It ain't easy. But our heart is for the people, and our heart is for the community. So I just want to encourage you. And I don't know why I went this way, but I just wanted to encourage you to continue to walk in what God has ordained you to do. So that wasn't even part of my, ain't even on my paper. But when our spirit speak, you got to be obedient. But you continue to walk in what you do, because there's a lot out there for you, young lady, and you're going to be a blessing and inspire so many out here. I can see it in the work that I've seen you do. You're very inspirational. So continue to walk in what God has for you.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Tell us what's going on next for you. What you can, because I heard you say some things you can't talk about yet. What's going on next? What you got going on?
So we have a couple of things going on. Getting ready to film in April with Undivorceable Productions. So this is going to be my actual first lead role.
Okay.
Film, and I'm super excited about that. Getting ready to shoot a video for my single as well. So all of that'll be dropping this year. And we got some more things coming down the pipeline within the summertime. So I'm just staying busy, keeping my head down and working.
That's good, girl. See, that's good. And you got a new video coming out. So will we be seeing this video enter next year in Texas indie music? I'm just asking.
Video is actually going to be for the single that I'm going to be performing. And yes, I will be entering it into the
okay. Look, I'm already working for 2025.
Yeah, it'll be ready, but the world will see it first.
And what do you have? What is the title of the single? Can you release that?
Name of my song is called All You Need.
Oh, All You Need.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So tell everybody, how can we follow LeQuasha on your social media? I'm going to type it in too, because I like to post it on here. And therefore, if anybody doing a replay, they can actually find you. So how can we follow you on your social media platforms?
Well, on my Facebook, it's just LeQuasha Harden, which is spelled like it is on the screen right there.
Okay.
And then on Instagram, it's LeQuasha _THEE. So the with 2 E's _ actress.
So LeQuasha _
the with 2.
Okay.
And _ actress.
Okay. Actress. All right. And that's on IG. Are you on TikTok?
I am, but I don't even know that TikTok name because I don't even be. I need to get better with TikTok. I can't keep up with all.
You do, girl. Let me tell you, you get a lot of views on TikTok.
Yeah, I need to tap more into the TikTok. I got a page, but I can't remember my name on there.
So that's her IG. Is that spelled right?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Okay, so that is her IG information. We got it posted here. So if anybody have to come back, replay, they can actually see it and everything. So we want to definitely, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been truly a blessing to sit down and talk to you. And what you wearing? What you got your outfit picked out?
I got a couple of looks I'm gonna be looking like, little dazzle.
Okay, she said, y'all hear us say a couple of looks. Well, we know you got to have your performance gear on, so that little fit, we know that. So,
theme is cowboy western, so I will have my cowgirl stuff on when I first get there, and then of course my performance outfit, and then I'll change into something different. So,
okay, y'all see she doing it like that. Okay. Evelyn, that's what I was just thinking. Evelyn took it out. Jeanette, we have to go shopping again. We got one outfit.
Oh my God. Well, I wouldn't change. I've been had one thing on like I did last year.
Well, you know what, have anyone, and I know I've told you this before, you can definitely, whenever they do keep on acting, because whenever they do a Monica biopic movie, you definitely will be able to play that role.
Listen, I done heard that all my life. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. I mean, y'all look so much alike. That is just so funny because y'all look so much alike. Well, I want you to go ahead and give us some words of encouragement before we close out, or whatever is on your heart. I'm going to let you close out your segment before we go. So what do you want to say to the people? It might be something I didn't ask you. Whatever the case may be, the floor is yours.
Well, I just want to tell everyone that I appreciate you all so much for all of the support, the kind words, the words of affirmation, inspiring me. Y'all just don't know that, you know, what the words that y'all give me, it fills my heart with so much love. And I'm so grateful for all of you all that's watching this live, and even the people that couldn't watch it, my friends and my families. I love you all, and I'm just grateful, and I'm thankful for y'all.
Well, thank you. We're grateful. We're thankful for you, and congratulations again on your nominations. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. You have a good night, lady.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Well, y'all, that was the actress, Miss LeQuasha Harden, and the singer. So those that just joining in, she will be performing live at the Texas Indie Filmmaker Award. And she was nominated for 2 awards, and she's going to be debuting her single at our show. So I'm super proud of that. So now we're moving on, girl. We got some people in the house. Don't y'all go nowhere. Y'all better stay on here because we got somebody else coming up. We have Miss Chanel Bracy, y'all. I love this fact that she did a documentary. She was nominated for a documentary that she did. And this lady is so cool. I remember when I first laid eyes on her, I didn't know who she was. And I'm like, who is this lady with these boots on? I mean, look at these boots. I think they were gold. And I'm like, and I just love her swag. And y'all know I'm different. Y'all see how they cut out my hair out. Y'all know I'm always going to do something different. I'm going to be different. And when I saw her, and her personality just matched the energy that she was giving off. So without further ado, I see that she's backstage, y'all. Let me go ahead and get our next guest that is backstage, who's coming to discuss her documentary, Temple Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. Give up the hearts, give up the love, tell her welcome, and Miss Chanel Bracy. Come on out, girl.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Jeanette, how's it going? How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully y'all doing okay. You know,
we're doing fine. See, y'all see her swag? Look at that hat. She swagged out now. Got her gloves. See, I didn't see the glove.
I got the glove on.
Oh my God. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a really long day. Yeah, well, I'm good now.
Oh, I'm glad that you're here. We got a lot to talk about. Tell everybody who you are for those that don't know. And how did you get here at the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards as a nominee?
That's a really good question. So let's see. So I did this documentary a few years back, I think in like 2017, and then I submitted it this year, right? I was like, you know what? Let me just go test the waters and see what happens. See what happens. So I didn't have no expectations. I didn't even know that I was going to be nominated. So that was definitely a surprise, right? But basically, it's just about how I started the whole journey of like my drum career. So, I started off, trying to do the whole band thing, try to find a band to play with. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I can just do my own thing, just be in my own lane. That way I don't have to worry about and depend on a band to perform. I can just depend on myself. So then I started playing with like DJs, right? At special events, clubs, parties, birthdays, concerts. Then after that, I was like, well, I guess I could play for artists too. So I started playing for national rappers and singers, and then even local artists as well. And then after that, I was like, well, I don't want to depend on them either to perform. So I need to, just maybe do my own shows. Like I could be my own one-woman band. So then I started promoting myself as, okay, Chanel can do her own show, just in a couple of songs, and then I'm just my own act. So it could be different avenues, that I can work with. Even I can do studio work too, like play some tracks on someone's song. So I can do that as well. So yeah, that's the gist of the documentary, of that whole thing.
Y'all, this documentary is so cool because I mean, and it's so cute. How did you film this documentary? Did you shoot it, or someone was shooting with you? How did you film it?
Oh yeah. So yeah, someone was shooting with me. So shout out to Creative Enhancement Films. Yeah, he basically went along with me to my events to film, whether it was me playing at my own show or I would tell him where I want to, like if I had an idea of how I want the scene to be in that documentary, I would say like, hey, let's go here. Something like go to a place to where it relates to, people who actually helped me along the way in my career. Like for instance, like the whole like I believe it was like Guitar Center I had in the documentary. So I was like, I want to go here because this guy for years he always like would help me tune my drums, even though I should know how to do it myself. I should know how to tune my own drums, but sometimes you be lazy sometimes, and you just don't, and maybe you might not trust yourself to make sure the drum sounds right, so you want someone else to do it. And hey, he was doing it. He was friendly. He was lending a hand. So, I made sure I showed appreciation and put him in the documentary to show that I'm appreciative of him helping with me. So,
well, let me ask you this: what inspired you to pursue a career in music, and how did you develop your unique playing style as ice water percussion? Because that's the name of your business, right?
Yep, ice water percussion. Jeanette, that's a great question. Let me go ahead and tell you. So let's see. Well, I always, for some reason, I had this weird fascination with drums growing up. I don't know why. I just like drums. But like as an adult, what made me really start like pursuing it and gave me the motivation to like continue with this whole my own lane, like this whole timbali queen thing, because like so back in the day, back in like 2010, right? I used to play with Erykah Badu's house band, right? It used to be like a profit bar in Deep Ellum, right? Okay. So I would show up, bring my timbales there, start playing with the band, and see the funny thing is I didn't know like how like their status. I really didn't know how they were big, and so one of the musicians, and I'll give a shout out to Sean. I know he's a Grammy Award musician. So he came to me. He was like, you're playing the drums like you're playing it like this. He was like, you're playing it like it's percussion, but you're playing it like a drum set. So he was like, you need to choose which way you want to play, either like a drum set, which is like the full drum, the full drums, or play it like percussion, which my drums is percussion. So he was like, you need to choose one or the other because what you're doing is different. So I was like, so in my head, I'm like, that's when I had the light bulb. And I was like, oh, well, if I played it different and no one else is doing it, and then the crowd likes what I'm playing because they like the sound, well, then I'm gonna continue playing the way I'm doing it, like a non-traditional way of playing. Because at that moment, I was like, I just created a style. I just created my own craft.
Right.
So
okay.
I didn't stop it, and that's what I guess was what kept me going, to kind of like try to promote and let people know, like, hey, I created the style, So and then ice water percussion, I got that name from like shout out to Millie, a rap artist. He basically came up with the name. I met him at a club performing drums, and he was like, yeah, you're cold like ice, and you flow like water. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cold as ice, flow like water. Because when I play, I play by ear, so I just kind of like just go with the flow. Yeah, wow. I improv basically, or freestyle. Yeah.
Wow. And so, how long have you been playing?
I would say like elementary school. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But I didn't get serious into it till like during college. That's when I started promoting my own business during that time. But I mean, I was playing drums throughout elementary, middle school, high school, college. Yeah.
Wow. Now your passion, I was reading on your website, because I do try to research my people. Your passion for bringing people together through art, it's very inspiring. how do you approach the portrayal of underrepresented communities in your films, or what your work, or what impact do you hope to achieve through showcasing their unique perspectives?
That's a good question. Okay, so wait, just to make sure I heard that right, you're saying how can other people show their talent?
Right. How do you approach the portrayal of underrepresented communities?
Okay.
So what impact do you hope to achieve through showcasing their unique talents?
That's a
and
good
perspectives.
Question. So basically, I can kind of like show them basically like what they can do to achieve their goal, basically. Okay, so let me see. So I know how when I started, before social media was all big, because social media is like the big thing now. It was mainly, I would say, for people who have, they want their talent out there, put it to work. Don't let it go to waste. Definitely be in person, like network in person. So that way you can get your, you can see people face to face, you can interact with people face to face, you can exchange information face to face. And then after that, you can start promoting it, online, and because online is a really good business tool.
It is. Yes, it is.
It is. For like now, everything is online. Everything is online. I'll promote any of my videos. If someone reaches out to me and they want me to do an event, I'm like, okay, well, here's what I can do. This is what it looks like. So they can kind of get a vision. But shoot, back in like 10 plus years ago, it was like you was showing them like straight up right there in the flesh. I'll just bring up my drums and, hey, this is what I do. Because if I told them by word of mouth, they wouldn't know.
That's right.
So they thought I was crazy. They're like, wait, what? You playing drums with a DJ and by yourself? This doesn't make any sense. But I was like, no worries, I will show you 1 second. But I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that too much right now. But again, for anyone, anyone that wants to do anything professionally, and like I said, you just starting out, yeah, go out there to the open mics, the clubs, do the showcases, where you actually in person, and you can gain your fans, because word of mouth is a good networking tool too.
That's right.
Yeah, word of mouth, like actual genuine relationships, word of mouth, face to face. So yeah, I would definitely advise that. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I answered the question right.
Projects out. You got 2 new projects out, or some projects that you're working on. Could you give us a glimpse of what these projects are about, or how you plan to merge quality and contact while raising funds for these? Because
you're referring to the movies, the films?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I know, I do. I know I have one where I can tell you what like role I have.
Okay.
So it's like a night film, and they filmed most of it in Houston and in Dallas. So my role is just, I'm a secretary. I just wanted a small role, and then that should be coming out. Let's see, it's March now, so probably sometime in the fall that should come out.
Okay.
And yeah. And do you want like a summary of kind of what it's about? A little.
Sure, whatever you can share. I mean, sometimes y'all can't tell too much.
I know, you're right. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see what I can say. We'll just say it's about a photographer going on a journey with these models. That's all I'm gonna say. And we'll leave it like that. Yeah. All I know is I'm a secretary. So
okay, and so y'all are already shooting that movie.
Yeah, we've been shooting it since like last fall.
Oh wow! Okay, okay. So so y'all are really taking your time with that one.
Yeah.
That's good.
With everybody's schedules and stuff. Yeah. And then I think the other film that we're still working on is called The Mocker, and I think he said it's backed by United Artists, I think.
Okay.
And so the role I have for that one is like a police officer. For some reason, I always get a police officer, FBI agent role. I don't know why, but I do, and so. But it was cool. It was cool filming it. It was fun because it's like a comedy, so it was really fun behind the scenes. And yeah, I said a lot of curse words and stuff for the script. For the script. I don't really.
Sound like you might have had a little fun doing them cuss words.
I know. I mean, it felt kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. It felt kind of weird because it was like constant. It was constant. But I was like, you know what? This is just the role that I'm playing. It's just the role that I'm playing. It's like I gotta do what I gotta do. You know?
Right. So what made you decide to create a documentary about you as a percussionist? What inspired you to do that? Why do you want us to know? Why do you want us to know about you?
Because back when I said earlier, when I first realized, got that light bulb, ding 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 ding, that hey, you created a style that no one else has created. So it was like I felt like I just had to let that be known, and so that was my way of like promoting my craft and the business, and yeah, that'll be like the main thing. And plus, of course, I enjoy it. So anytime I get booked for an event, it's always fun. It's always fun to me. It's like it's my piece. So anytime I get to make people in the crowd like dance and have fun, that brings me happiness in return. So it's like I feed off the crowd's energy. So if they happy and they jump in having a good time, then I'm happy and I'm having a good time, you know. So I just like it. It's literally my my nirvana.
So how did you get on? You said that you was on the stage. You've been on the stage with a lot of different entertainers. So who are some of the people that you've worked with?
Let's see. So I would say opened up for we got played for T-Pain. Opened up for T.I. I played for Big Chief, the Houston rapper.
I know who that is. I'm not that old, but I know who that is.
Not for you, but for other people who don't know.
Look, I got a husband that love rap music, so he keeps me updated with the new artists because I go way back to Run DMC, LL Cool J. I'm stuck there, so he have to bring me up to speed with these new artists. Yeah, T.I. Wait a minute, let me see, Lil Baby and Boosie. And he got to keep me updated because otherwise I'd be lost in the sauce. But go ahead, I know who Big Chief is. Go ahead, keep telling us.
That's good because there's too many rappers. I can't keep up with everybody now. I can't. I really can't keep up. That is too funny. And then let me see. Let's see, Urban Mystic. You remember him? Because these people used to be popular. You know, was way popular back then. You know,
that name. I remember that name.
Shirley Murdoch. She was a singer.
Okay. Now I know Shirley. Yeah.
Okay. You know Shirley. No, Shirley. I think I played for her at it was like an MLK parade event. And then let me think who else. Opened up for Future at a car show. And Steve Harvey, Eric Benet. And you're not gonna believe this. I don't tell a lot of people this one. Usher. And I opened up for his after party at Crown Plaza in downtown for his OMG World Tour in 2010. And I do not tell a lot of people that. Yep. I was gonna post about it later this year, but my phone is acting up, so I have too much space. I have too much storage on my phone, so it won't let me upload stuff. But yeah. And there's a story behind that. But yeah.
Well, we got time? What's the stuff?
We got time.
I'm trying to get through. What's the story behind that?
So this is what happened. So it was me. You know DJ TDK from like K104 97.9.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so me and him was booked for that event, and we were playing in the banquet hall. Just me and him, just I'm drumming, he's DJing at the banquet hall, which is above Crown Plaza, the club. So we were told that Usher's gonna come, and when he gets to the club, he's gonna go to the banquet and watch y'all perform and stuff. So we like, shoot, I'm gonna stay here the entire time, in case he come up, and he could watch the show, right? So time was going by, tick tick tick. Me and DJ TDK, we still playing, still getting the crowd hype. And then I'm like, dang, it's It's like 1:30, it's 1:45. I still don't see no usher come up here. and at the same and at the same time, I'm like, well, dang, like, what if I get off my drums and then I miss him and he won't see me playing? And so I was like, you know what, let me just keep playing. So I just kept on playing. So now it's like 10 minutes till 2. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off the stage. I'm gonna go downstairs, ask the promoters, like, hey, where's Usher? Did he come? So I get off the stage, go downstairs, talk to one of the promoters. They're like, yeah. They're like, yeah, Usher came. And I was like, okay, was he still here? He was like, no, he already left. I was like, what? Yes, I was so sad because I was younger then. I was like in my early 20s. I was so sad. I mean, now I probably wouldn't be, but back then I was. Because I was like, damn, I wanted a chance just to meet him, just to.
Well, hey, he got a chance to see you play. That's all that mattered.
Wait, say that again.
Didn't he get a chance to see you play?
I don't think so. Because me and DJ TDK, we never saw him come upstairs. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, so that's why I think I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, dang, he came, but he didn't get a chance to see us because he already had left. So yeah, so maybe if I had just went down there a little bit earlier to to bring him upstairs, then maybe yeah. But now he already had left about I guess 15 minutes till 2. Yep, that's what happened.
Hey, but you know what? You still got a lot of opportunity because you were really bad on those drums. And you remind me of Sheila E., and I'm like, Sheila E. is cold,
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
But she's still cold to this day.
To this day.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, who was your inspiration as far as becoming a drummer? Do you have anybody that inspired you to drum?
Yeah, I did. I liked Travis Barker.
Okay.
I know he played with he played the drum set and he played with a lot of hip hop artists. And I kind of liked that back in the day. Like I liked playing to a lot of hip hop music and I liked playing for a lot of hip hop artists. But like now I play with like any genre, I can please any crowd, And then I did hear, when I was performing and when I started this, people did bring up Sheila E.'s name a lot, like because we both play the same exact instrument. We just have two different styles of playing, but we have the exact same instrument. So I got that a lot. So yep. But I definitely would say, yeah, Travis Barker. He was when I first started. Yeah.
Wow.
And I will say, shout out to Sheila E. because she paved the way for females. She did. She made a path and she played for Prince. Rest in peace, Prince.
Okay, for real.
Yeah.
Right, and that's one thing I loved about Prince is that he always made sure that he gave women huge opportunities in the industry. He supported women. Yes, he really did. Yeah, he really did. He did a great job at providing jobs and opportunity for women. He loved women.
yeah, he did. Yeah,
people can say what they want about Prince, but Prince loved women.
No, wait, Jeanette? Who's your source that he loved women? Who's your resource? Can you back this? No, I'm kidding.
He loved them, but so. I'm excited about the fact that that you did get nominated. There are a lot of we had quite a bit documentaries that came through through the awards. And so how does it feel knowing that you are a nominee and that that your work is being recognized?
Oh, it's awesome. I didn't really get a chance to really promote a lot. That hey, vote, I'm a nominee, vote for me. But hey, whatever happens. I'm just glad and appreciative that I was a nominee because I didn't think I was gonna, be nominated. So that was pretty cool.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna play devil advocate. Why you didn't think your stuff wasn't good enough to be picked?
Because I guess.
Tell the truth.
Because it was a few years. It was a few years back that I did it, and I don't know. It just wasn't. I know it was good, but I didn't know it was gonna be. Okay, wait, let me think of the word. Let me think of the word. Good enough for an award show. So like that, if that makes sense.
No, that and we are always, and I'm glad that you're being honest, and I'm picking on you too. But you know what? I'm the one that's going to inspire you and encourage you, and I'm glad that you're honest to say I did it, but I really didn't feel like my work was going to be good enough to be nominated or picked, and we're always our biggest critics, and so I hopefully that this opportunity and this event will let you walk away, like you say, win or lose, walk away knowing that I am good enough to place or to be picked. So don't you keep putting your projects in places where they can be seen, because you never know what others think. You don't know what others think about your work, and we won't know until we enter it, right?
Yeah, no, you're right, and I am my biggest critic, especially just with anything visual with my performance. Yeah, it's definitely critic. Just like my music video, for example. I've been working on that since last year, and I still haven't put it out yet because I still have to do a lot of editing. But like the music video is like a song, a song that I did to basically promote like my craft, like to promote the drum craft. So I guess I haven't, maybe I took my time on it because sometimes you be afraid of like what people's reactions are, with the music video.
We might need to make you bring them drums and put you on the show since you acted like this.
I know, right? Hey, wait. If I'm playing drums in front of everybody, I have no nervousness. That's fine. But see, in the music video, I'm rapping, so that's why it's like I want to know, what people gonna say? Like, oh, she thinks she can rap now. Oh, hey,
Nicole, you need to contact Chanel. Look, Nicole, contact Chanel with these drums, because I think that you are amazing, and we all are our biggest critic, and I'm glad that you at least say, you know what, I'm going to enter my project. I even though I don't think it's good enough. Sound like that's what you were saying, but I'm going to enter it anyway.
Not those exact words, but okay. That's why I will take that.
Yeah, that's what she was thinking. I'm gonna enter it, but I know they're not gonna pick it, but I'm gonna enter it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I'm excited for you because you have an amazing a very unique talent as well. You're a very unique person. You're a very unique person in a good way, very unique. And I love that about you. So how can we follow you on your social media? And if it's anything that I left out, anything that you're going on, anything that you need to promote, this is your closeout session. If I forgot to ask anything, I'm turning the floor over to you, and you're going to close us out. You're going to close us out with whatever you want to say to everyone that's watching.
Everyone. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Jeanette. Thank you. Well, make sure y'all be on the lookout. Timbali Queen music video. It will be coming soon. This either spring or fall. It needs to be finished with the editing. Also, too, anybody wants to listen in to the reggae radio show. I'm also a radio host on 89.3 FM every Wednesday night. Yeah, it's called Reggae Zone Dallas. So, and then also my website is Icewater Percussion. You can either go on there to contact me, or the easiest way, you can just go to Facebook, Instagram, and contact me there, Chanel Bracy, and we can do the whole booking information. And then also, just this year, I became a fashion director for Icon Studios Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can put that towards the resume, and I believe that's pretty much it. Hopefully, I'm not leaving anything out. But anybody want me to play drums for their parties and events? As long as you have music and there's a DJ, or you don't even need a DJ, you can just have music. Because I actually kind of DJ too. I've done it. I've played music and I play drums at the same time. I could do it. But yeah, as long as there's music there, and there's a crowd, I'm there. That's my job, to hype up the crowd and get everybody hyped and enjoy them. Enjoy the party. I add flavor to the music. That's what I do. I add flavor to the music with my drums.
All right, y'all heard what she said, and how can they see your documentary? Is it out anywhere, or is
Oh yeah, that's right. YouTube. It's just on YouTube.
And see, I was calling it Timber Queen, so it's called Timbale.
Yep. Because that's the name of the drums, timbale.
Timbale. Mm-hmm. See, I just learned something, y'all. I'm up there. See, Timber Queen, Timbale. Timbale. We remember that. If I got to come back and rewatch this to repronounce it right again, Timbale Queen.
Yep.
Right? All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have really enjoyed your interview. Y'all go to YouTube and type in Timbale Queen documentary, and you will be able to actually see her documentary. And y'all come back and tell us what you think. Tell us what you think and tag her, follow her, whatever the case may be, and book her. She's available for shows and bookings. So thank you again. Thank you again for joining tonight. We look forward to seeing you on the carpet because I know you're going to be fly. So we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, you are too. I know you. I know you are.
I'm going to try.
Yes.
I'm going to try. After that last interview, I'm going to have to go buy another outfit because she's coming with 3 different changes. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She did. She was working it. I was impressed. I was like, wow, that's a lot of energy because I don't think I can do that. No, one outfit is it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and you have a good night.
Yes, thanks, Jeanette. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Whoa, that was Miss Timbale Queen. Look, I got it right now. Yes, Evelyn, multi-talented. Yes, she is. We have had some amazing interviews tonight, and we're getting ready to wrap up this last interview with Zariyah Perry. She has a short film that was nominated, Zuri, for in the youth category for short film, and we're really excited about having her come on the show. So y'all, without further ado, I'm going to invite my last and final guest to the show, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but she can straighten me out when she get up here. But everybody, give up some hearts. Thank y'all for staying on here with us, and give up some love for Zariyah Perry.
Hello. Hi.
Yes,
it is Zariyah Perry.
Zariyah Perry. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Zariyah Perry. I was close. Zariyah Perry. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm super excited to talk with you tonight. So tell everybody about you and about how your film got into this Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards show.
Yeah, so I am from Dallas, Texas. I'm local. I am a student actually at SMU, majoring as a BFA in film and media arts with a minor in psychology. And so I started out filmmaking in high school. And so now my second main project or so, I wrote and directed, titled Zuri, and it is about a mother-daughter relationship and how that daughter, how the mom helps the girl find her secret superpower. I won't reveal it too much, but it's based on my journey when I first got my hearing aids in middle school, which was definitely something I had to go through. And my own mother helped me realize the secret superpower in that. So yeah, and I knew Miss LeQuasha, and she brought me on to introducing me to the Texas Indie Film Awards, and I applied. I didn't expect anything of it, but then the moment I went to go visit my mom, she was watching the nominees, and then there's my name, and I was like, what? Look at that. I just walked in the door. So, yes, that is how I am here today.
Oh, wow. Wow. And I got a chance to watch the film as well. You did an amazing job. Now, was that your first film that you shot?
No, ma'am. It wasn't my first film. I'll say it was my second one.
Okay.
I had a first one titled I Am Not the Norm, that kind of catapulted me taking this directing and film career path seriously. And so Zuri was my second one. And that was one that was a more of a narrative-based film, while the first one was more of an experimental one. It was about Black hair and Black women embracing their Black hair. So definitely check it out if you can. But yes, Zuri was my
Is that one on YouTube? Where how can we find that?
Yeah.
What about Zuri? Are both of them how can you find it?
Yes, ma'am. All of them are on my YouTube page. It's my name, Zariyah Perry. If you also go on my Instagram, there will be a link to a bunch of my films and articles and such, and you guys can check it out there.
What is your Instagram so I can actually tag that in?
Oh, perfect. Yes, it is ZARIYAH, Zariyah_P. And that's it. So.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Simple.
All right. That is. So we're going to share that, guys. And you can, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you can go and follow her on IG. And you can also go to YouTube and type in her name, how we got it spelled here. Yes. And you can find her channel and subscribe.
Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe.
Hit that like button and subscribe. Yes, and go check out her films. Let's just jump in. Now, can you tell us about your journey in the field of filmmaking and how your background in fine arts and psychology has influenced your storytelling style? Because I was listening to some of your titles in the films, and how did that influence your storytelling style?
Yes, so I would definitely say my mom has always surrounded me by the arts. And even then when I was younger, I actually wanted to play soccer. I wanted to do tennis. And she was like, I am not an outdoors mom, which is totally understandable. So she was like, let's find something indoors. And so that's how I say I found the arts. And especially after watching some influential films like The Wiz and such, I knew I wanted to be a part of the arts in some form. So I started off with dance. I started off with visual arts, painting, then dance. Then that went into acting. And then I went to Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. In the theater conservatory. So that is where my sophomore year, I kind of realized that there was a career path in directing and in filmmaking, and kind of jumped towards that. So in psychology, I actually took a class my senior year, and it was like an AP class, but I was really just interested on the subject. And I've always been interested in like knowing why people do the way they do. That's a cliche answer, but it's really curiosity that I have. And in learning psychology and having a minor in psychology now, I am just so like infatuated with different things about the human brain and the human experience that affects us in our daily lives and our long-term, short-term lives. And so I just use those facts, and it makes me a better person in working with other people. Even in theater, being a collaborator, you automatically get that skill set because it's an ensemble creating a project. Even in creating a film, it's an ensemble creating a film. Everyone is putting their artistic ability and their creative input to make something beautiful and make something of a greater product. Yeah. And that's something I've always loved to be a part of. So just having that more of a scientific background in people definitely is a toolkit that I say that is very helpful. So yeah.
Oh wow, and definitely dealing with psychology, you're gonna definitely get a lot of stories to tell.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, there's definitely some that've already been made into films, but yeah, that's definitely an intriguing topic.
Wow. Now, I listened to you earlier. You said with the movie Zuri, it was based on an experience that you had. How do you see your experience? How do you see your experience as far as the movie we're going to talk about, Zuri, contribute to creating that film? Because the lead. Who was the lead in this film for you?
So that was Miss Trinity. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is an incredible actress, young actress, and gratefully I was able to meet her through Miss LeQuasha. And so that is our young lead. And then the older lead is my own mother, actually. So she, Miss Khadija Kareem, she was on here not too long ago.
Oh, I never knew that was your mom.
Yes, ma'am, that is my mom. That is my amazing mother. So she obviously knew where to pull for that. And so how I use that in this film, I guess I should just go ahead and reveal it. But, like I said, it was my own personal story, and all of my life, up until about sixth grade, I went to the ear doctor, did the normal stuff, and then he was like, "You need hearing aids." And so I was already getting teased at this point for being an more extroverted person and such. Kids are mean, so it happens.
Yeah.
But I was thinking to myself, oh, this was just another thing that they have, And it was something that I was very self-conscious with, and I didn't tell many people. And my mom allowed me to straighten my hair, which I rarely did. I normally wore it naturally. And so I straightened my hair to cover my ears. But over time, she just helped me realize that this is my superpower. And how cool is it that I have gone all this time, made incredible grades, and didn't even realize how much I was missing out on. And there's a scene in the film where she hears birds for the first time, and that was literally straight from my own experience. When I first got the hearing aids, we walked out the hospital. Ooh, I'm feeling it a little bit. Sorry.
It's okay, because this is like, no, you're fine. I'm loving it. It's okay.
Sorry. Oh goodness. When I walked out the hospital for the first time, I didn't realize I never heard birds chirp in real time. Good grief.
It's okay. No, look. You're fine, honey. If this is a testimony, that's right. Yeah. Share your testimony, because you might be helping somebody that's watching. You're fine. I'll cry right along with you. We'll cry together.
Yes, ma'am. So just having that experience, my mom was just really great, and she'd always been an anchor for me. And so definitely in that moment realized my secret superpower. And so I just started wearing my hair up and wearing my fro and embracing myself, and she really helped me through that. So that is something that I will definitely say has helped me in this film, and even my peers and different young women that I've met that have seen the film. It just touches my heart because they also really loved it. And I'll share a couple of stories. My good friend Bianca Lopez, she has hearing aids as well, and that's kind of how we bonded. And she saw it for the first time, and she started crying herself, and she was like, that is what it is like. And she resonated with it. And I just met a young girl. Hopefully I'll meet her in person, but I met her over the phone. Actually, Trinity's mother, Miss Candace, connected us, and she has a cochlear implant. And her mom was just saying how she wants, role models for her and such. And we connected, and I was able to connect with her and share my story. So different things like that. And just women that I've come across, she was crying, and I was like, oh, what's wrong? And she just showed me her ear, and she had a hearing aid as well. So just consistent stories on that. That is why I create art, whether it's acting or whether it's filmmaking, is to connect with other people and maybe share a story that someone else that you don't hear all the time. So yes, that is how I was able to bring myself. Everything I make, there is a piece of me that is certainly in it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's that, my glasses are foggy. But that is definitely a beautiful story. My oldest niece is deaf. She's actually, unfortunately, hearing aids, nothing actually could correct her ability to hear. And so I had to learn a little bit of sign language to communicate with her, because she can't hear at all. She can feel vibrations, of course, but as far as just hearing anything, she can't hear. So that's just a blessing that you shared that beautiful testimony, and you just don't know how many people that you're touching. And see, you didn't even know that Miss Jeanette got a niece that is
No.
totally deaf. You didn't know. So, and I didn't know that that movie was based off of your life.
Yes.
So I mean, that really just touched me, just to hear that, because it shows that you are able to put aside, um I guess you could say, your pain or your embarrassment, as you mentioned that you kind of felt because you had to wear the devices, to share with others that we can still be beautiful. I can still wear my hair up,
Yes.
and with my devices, and still be beautiful and still be proud of me. I love that for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that
I
means a lot that you share that with me. I'm so grateful for that.
Yes, that my oldest niece, she has two children now, and neither one of the children are deaf, but she has two children and they know sign language and communicate with her. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing to be able to see, even with her children, how they're not deaf, but they're able to communicate. And it's just amazing. So we just got to be able to just continue to be ourselves and be happy with who God created us to be, right?
Exactly. And what a beautiful thing. How the body just naturally adapts, because like I said, like I didn't have any problems in school with my grades or anything. So our body just naturally adapts, to help whatever it is we may not have. And then
Right.
it isn't until you have it, then you realize, oh, okay, this is what I was missing out on. But yes.
Right. And because that even comes with, you probably was, with you had lost some of your hearing, then your other senses kicked in.
Yeah.
So they became more keen. And like you say, the body started to adapt. So you start pulling from these other senses in order to continue life. Keep
Yes.
lifing, as they say. Yeah.
Praise God. Mhm.
Oh wow, this is really good. This is really good. Now let me ask you this. You say you have a passion of bringing people together through your art, and just listening to you are very inspiring. Um so what are your future goals as far as your filmmaking, and in continuing this on this inspiring trip that you on? What are your future goals?
Yes. So, I love this question because, usually you hear, oh, I want to be an actor, I want to be a director, et cetera, et cetera. But something that I've realized and something that I can acknowledge is that I'm already an artist, I'm already a director. It's just a matter of working towards the goal of being a successful director and artist and continuing to pursue that craft. And if I happen to have a living on it, that is exceptional because I'm making a living doing what I love. So that's really are my goals is being happy includes me having a successful career, excuse me, being able to meet new people and collaborate and continue to bring those stories to life. Right now, I guess a short-term goal is me. I've been applying for internships and such for this summer, and networking and getting to meet some pretty cool people. So just continuing on doing what I'm doing and continuing to create. I'm in the process of raising funds for a proof of concept that I have, that actually my mother wrote. And so kind of working backwards and making a proof of concept to get the funds for a feature. That's been something that's new, having to produce and such. So that all you got to do, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and then God will handle the rest. And I will just be ready when He says it's time. So, yeah.
So you have some new projects that you're working on.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
tell us about those.
Yeah, so one that I actually just filmed is more of a suspense, experimental, possibly. It's like a 1 minute short, and I wanted that challenge because it's so short and so much in that time frame. Um, I can't exactly say what it's about because it's so short, but it is one that my aunt wrote, and it's a very touching uh, topic, a touching story, an unfortunate story to say the least. But I just finished filming that, and so I'm in the post-production phase of editing and such. And then I'm also gaining the funds for that proof of concept. It's called In a Lifetime, and it's more like a fantasy, romance, drama moment. And it's just, they're all going to be showing light on underrepresented communities. So especially within a lifetime, it's more like African love folk tales. One that I'm actually writing about, finishing about. I'm Muslim, and so this is about a young girl named Amina who is is like a coming of age comedy, and it is about her first time fasting. And so you see the obstacles of her going and being in the school cafeteria and having all this food around her, her friends maybe not understanding what Ramadan is, which is actually right now. Uh, so there's some exciting things. Those are things that I can control, things that are in my power to create until other things come along.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that is just so. I mean, you got it together. I mean, I'm listening
Thank
to
you.
you.
I
I mean, you
tried.
got it all planned out, mapped out. That's good. I mean, that's really good, especially for somebody your age. You're like LeQuasha said, she's very professional. You right, LeQuasha? Very professional. She got a good role model now that I know who her mom is.
Thank you so much. Yes, she is an incredible role model. Oh, you asked about gold. I've been saying this. I'll speak it into existence, but um, a long-term goal is that I don't know how. I don't know. Yes, I don't know how, but I thought it would be a very full circle moment to attend the Oscars in the 100th anniversary. Only because my senior year was the centennial year for Booker T for the Bulldogs, and so I just thought it would be cool to attend. And that's about 4 years from now. It could be possible. We'll see. But
Y'all heard it live here. We heard it live here. That and she just spoken into existence. So
yes,
this footage will be out there on YouTube forever. So we're gonna be able to come back and run this back when she get that Oscar. You know, I'm gonna be first one.
Hey, if I'm receiving it, if I'm presenting, if I'm corresponding on the carpet, if I'm just an audience member, hey, I'll take it.
Hey, you have to speak those things as though they were. So I'm in agreement with you. If that's what you see, we're gonna agree with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You keep writing the way that you're writing. You're gonna be more than you're gonna be up there accepting an award from the Oscars because you're doing a dynamic job at what you do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are. You're doing a dynamic job at what you're doing. So we just talked about your projects because you couldn't talk too much because we don't want to give everything away. How do you see your experiencing and creating outside of assignments contributing to your growth as a filmmaker? How do you think these experiences will prepare you for internships? And this is a long question, and a career in the film industry post college.
Yeah. So as I've been raised, and just logically, and I'll go into it, but I've always been the type of person to, in high school, yes, this is high school, I'm doing things in school and it is great, but I also want to prepare myself for outside of this out of sight of the wall. Same thing in college. I'm really embracing my time here at SMU, but I also want to prepare myself so things are kind of set when I graduate, or even during the summer. I'm working towards those goals now. I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, I'll wait until my senior year. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm going for it because, you know, I'm hungry for it, and it's something that I want to do, and it's something that I can't wait to do professionally. So in applying for working outside of class, I've always been a hands-on type of person. So if I'm still working that muscle, whether it's filmmaking or acting, you know, I feel like that I'm making some sort of progress rather than just letting things be, if that makes sense. And so then the stuff that I create in class, the stuff I create outside of class, like the 1 minute short I was talking about, that was an outside of class that was an outside of class project that I wanted to do. I can use that to show more of a portfolio, something, you know, that I really hope that people see in my work is progress, for lack of a better term, that they see where I started and where I'm going or where I'm at and see, oh man, she just keeps getting better and better and better, because I feel like I'm getting better and better. I take whatever challenges or whatever tools that I learned from previous stuff and use them and keep that in mind for the next thing, or no matter what I'm doing. So I hope that people are able to see an incline going up in my portfolio. So that is why I choose to do things outside of school and continue to make those internships, because, you know, as talented as you could be at whatever school you went to, this artistic industry is about networking, and it is about who you know. It really is. And even if you see certain stuff that's getting made now with gazillions of dollars behind it, and you're like, this is what they wanted? Okay. But
That's so true.
okay.
You're right.
But yeah, it really is who you know. And so just the honor it is to meet those people and make connections, even people that are that are my peers, that are also hungry, that are doing, that I see the ambition in, and they see the ambition in me, and we can collaborate and we can grow together. That is something that I continue to do, and I hope people see that. So yes, I would say that's the reason why.
You said a magic word, collaborating.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel is needed. We have to learn, and I'm preaching to the choir, because that's something that I'm working on how to collaborate, because I'm a one-woman show. I prefer to work alone. I really do. I like working by myself, but I feel like you know, being able to find, you know, you just got to pray about it. And this is me for my faith. Pray about it first, and then seek people and make sure that, you know, you guys like each other, because they may not like, you know, you might look and say, oh, I like the work that she do out here, but getting to know me personally, that might not be, we may not click, you know.
Exactly. And that happens.
And it's good to be able to make sure that when you do collaborate, and this is just my thoughts, that both of you are able to mesh together. So before you start collaborating, go get some Starbucks and spend a little time with each other, you know, to make sure that we really like each other, you know, and before we create this big collaboration. But I'm actually going to collaborate with somebody.
Noted. That's something to keep in mind. And just to be clear, I used to be a similar way. You know, I was the type of person, if, you know, I ask someone to do something or to help me in something, and they don't do it right, or they may not be able to figure it out in a certain amount of time, I'm like, oh, I'll just do it myself. But now I'm able to be like, everyone's learning. This is a learning experience. Definitely always making sure everyone has their creative input in this project, because
Right.
it could be something that I don't even see.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely. It's always great when the people you work with are also possibly friends or just people you get along with, because that creates a great environment for everyone. And it creates
Exactly.
a great environment for yourself, because no one
That's
wants to
right.
go to work and do
That's
this and
right.
be like, oh, I have to deal with let's make up a name, Samantha. I don't want to deal with Samantha today. So yeah, just creating a great environment.
Exactly. And you definitely want
Everyone's
those.
comments, they're so kind. I thank
Yes,
you.
they are. Yes, they are. And they're telling so much truth about you. So yes, they are. Well, I just want to tell you that 30 minutes went too fast. I could sit here
Yes,
and talk to
ma'am.
you another 30 minutes. But I want to tell you, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Congratulations on your nomination. Is there anything that you want to share with us that I may have not asked or I forgot to ask? The floor is yours, and you're going to close us out with words of wisdom from you. All right.
I think you honestly, in this amount of time, touched on everything. But I mean, you know, go for it is what I'll say. I was actually just having a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was not wanting to apply for something because she thought she wouldn't get it. And that's something similar I heard with the previous guest. And I would just say go for it, because you never know. It's cliche, but really it may be better speaking rather than actually doing, but you have nothing to lose. Just go
There
ahead
you go.
and make that application, go ahead and make that project, go ahead and write that script, because you just never know. The right person will come along and see that work or see your ambition in it and will nurture it. And so yeah, I would say go for it. If you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing, follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I started Facebook just to be in the know, but it is just my name. I'm figuring out how to use it, so I guess I understand what my granny feels like when she's like, "Oh, I know how to work this," because I don't know how to work Facebook. But I'm on it. I have an account. I'm on Instagram, YouTube. Just follow my journey and stay updated to what comes out next. So yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
again,
you
thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And I thank everyone else that are out here. You guys have been giving her some beautiful comments. And she got on here crying and had me fogging up my glasses and stuff. But it's okay. I like to cry. I'm a crybaby. So it was just a beautiful night with you. And for those of you to want to meet her in person, get your tickets. Come on out to Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards, because she's gonna be there, and I know she's gonna be cute because Beyonce got us all hyped. Okay,
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear. I know all this hype around country now with Beyonce. Y'all already had the theme, so I gotta figure out what I gotta wear. My mom already knows. I gotta stay on her level, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to look fly. I'm gonna try.
with your mama, I already know you're gonna be super duper fly. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining, and y'all. We're gonna leave y'all with this commercial from our president, Miss LeQuasha Johnson.
I'm LeQuasha Johnson, the president of Ladies in Film and Television, and I would love to invite you to our award show, the Texas Indie Filmmakers Award. It is March 30th at the Sheraton Hotel in Arlington. We have a Western theme this year. Yes, we do. And we want you to put on your hats, your cowboy boots, your bolos, your nice dresses, and come out and celebrate with us Western style. Our legend of the year is Miss Irma P. Hall. She is the mother of Texas, the big mama to the world. Our hosts will be Yarbrough and Peoples again this year. The chemistry that they have is absolutely amazing. And the talent that we'll be performing, you don't want to miss it. We work hard here in Texas. So we want to see you there. So come and book a room at the Sheraton, and let's celebrate all night long. Hey, did I mention the Friday night mixer? It's going to be at Jay Gilligan's. And last year we had a great time there. We danced, we partied, and we networked, and we met people from all over Texas. So you don't want to miss this. You really want to be a part of this. I know you do. So come on out and see what's happening in your neck of the woods.